Good evening, y'all. Welcome to Quatro Cinco News. I'm Bobby H.
And I'm Blex.
Back again for another weekly roundup. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get straight into it. The HEX price pumped 70% in the last week, reaching a new local high of 16 cents. For more, we check in with HEX Turbo.
Welcome to Turbo Pulse. I'm your host Turbo, and today I'm going to be talking about fuck all, so let's get started. As you can see, the purple rocket ship is still in play. We've rebounded off the 10-cent region here absolutely perfectly, and we're currently sitting at 15.5 cents. Our next major point of resistance here is at 22 to 23 cents, and once we get above that, we're going to onboard this purple rocket ship and we're going to the fucking moon. And you know why? It's because of this. If you look at our current position here, you'll see that this thick wall ends around 23 cents. Once we get above that, the wall becomes very thin. So even the smallest of buys are just going to send the price of HEX. And on top of that, we're currently smashing through the previous highs here in Bitcoin. We're sitting at 46,137. Now that means things are starting to turn bullish again in crypto. And it couldn't be better timing than having the Pulsechain Testnet version 2 be out, where people are going to realize how amazing this is. The PulseX front end is working absolutely perfectly. Great time to be alive, guys. I am getting super bullish.
Meanwhile, the total number of HEX stakers approaches 90,000, and the T-share continues to climb to now over 21,225 HEX per T-share. Daily payouts remain consistent, sitting at a tick under 6 HEX. The recent surge in stakers has slightly lowered payouts compared to a couple weeks ago when we were regularly enjoying days over 6. But hey, either way, the money printers stay printing.
You know that's right. Our next story. Proud Hexican Victoria took to Twitter this week to announce that Hexicans have now officially set foot on all 7 continents of Earth. She released these stunning images from her trip, showcasing the HEX flag alongside one of Mother Earth's most pristine environments. The wonders of this community truly know no bounds, pun intended.
The Crypto Sparbot gang were in Miami this past week attending Crypto World Con. The conference was attended by over 500 members of the Miami crypto community, plus many more who are in town for the week-long Bitcoin 2022 event. Richard Hart was nice enough to speak at the event, educating the public on the state of blockchain at the moment and answering the hard-hitting questions about the imminent Pulsechain release. Most importantly for you guys at home, Richard laid out the remaining task list for Mainnet, and it's rapidly shrinking.
We've run out of other stuff to do, right? Like bridge is done, tested out the yin yang. Staking is done in the Pulsechain side, tested out the yin yang. PulseX, the buy and burn function people can run and get a bounty, like all that stuff's been tested out the yin yang. We're just running out of things to finish. So basically it's just AMM bot and SAC totals.
Carrying on his busy week in front of the camera, Richard also went on Bitcoin Magazine to debate the Bitcoin MAXIS head-to-head. Bitcoin Magazine is one of Bitcoin's most popular media outlets with over 2.2 million followers. Up to bat on their behalf was former Shark Tank tanker Alex Svetsky. Richard came out the gate swinging in his professional yet informative way.
I invented something that allows you to do exactly the same thing that you want to do, which is delay gratification, keep your dirty hands off of the most performant asset class in the history of mankind, except you make yield the entire time with absolutely no counterparty risk.
And that was only the intro. Svetsky responded with mostly foul language and muddled thought, and it became clear quite quickly that he was overmatched and out of his league.
Well, I mean, I could show you how to use Bitcoin better if you want. There's a function called check lock time verify, and you can lock up your Bitcoin and not have to worry about it at all because you won't be able to touch it at all.
Yeah, I looked at that, but at the time, like I set it up in such a way that now for me to go back and do that is just really difficult. So it's well stored. So I'm pretty happy with the setup at the moment. It's not ideal, could be better, but
I got great news for you. So what he did, you might be able to consider smart. Delaying gratification and spending more time in the market is better than trying to time the market. And if you have a product that has product market fit, like Bitcoin has, you're very likely going to do better holding on to it than trying to call tops and bottoms, because almost no one can do it, which is why I brag about it, because literally no one else calls top on the day, just me, nobody else. So now imagine you could do what he just suggested, which if more people did it, imagine you bought Bitcoin at $1, and instead of selling it at 10 or 100 or 1,000, you held it to 70,000. Boy, you'd have so much more money. There'd be so much more millionaires in the world, Bitcoin millionaires.
The consensus was that Richard came out far ahead, and even those in the Bitcoin community seemed to feel the same. And oh man, breaking news, there are even hints that this may be another Alex Saunders situation. Could this be another goodbye to another fake guru?
Only time will tell. In an unceremonious move, Bitcoin Magazine seemed to have rugged their own video this week. One can only speculate as to why, but judging by these tweets, it appears that they fear others may realize that HEX is in fact a superior store of value. Or perhaps it's because Richard's channel got 10 times the number of views, despite having 1/5 of the followers.
Following the event, we saw our first true hints of virality when both Richard Hart and the term proof of stake began trending on Twitter. This is the first, but surely not the last we see of this. Can't wait for the release of the world's largest airdrop. For those new to the community, welcome to Team Win.
In the same thrilling debate, Richard Hart announced this week that Pulsechain Mainnet is rapidly approaching and could be as little as a month away.
By the way, as far as free coins go, everybody on Ethereum is getting a copy of every single coin on that entire network because I, through the set of my labor and my effort, am giving everyone a free copy of every single coin on the Ethereum network for free on a new network. You just literally point your MetaMask to a different server, and our coins are all sitting there. And it's been working great for months on Testnet. And within the next month, we probably go to Mainnet.
Of course, we've learned by now that software estimates are hard and almost impossible to predict. But the tone has changed from 2 to 1. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date. RH also put this tweet out last night, officially closing all the sacrifice phases. Please do not continue to send anything to the addresses, as you will not receive credit for those. This is an attempt to finalize the token balances, further signaling the imminence of Mainnet.
And finally, our meme of the week is a tribute to the Bitcoin debate. For any who saw it all the way through, this should make a lot of sense.
I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Too good. A reminder to be sure to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think of the new format in the comments. That really helps push HEX content further up the algos. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Quatro Cinco News. I'm Bobby H.
And I'm Blex.
Signing off till another day. Stay safe and stay long, y'all. Good night.